So what's to love about Bakuchiol? Bakuchiol is a natural retinol alternative, and Bakuchi is the plant in its whole. So the Bakuchi oil has been used traditionally in Indian and Chinese medicine for centuries. And there's a lot of recent evidence on Bakuchiol and its benefits to help the skin. And they sort of have found that it's very similar to the effects of retinol, but it has the benefits of it doesn't irritate the skin as much, and it's considerably safer for pregnant women, breastfeeding women, and people in general, because you'll see the research on that. So one thing that they've found is that it stimulates collagen production. So you can see that in this particular study. It's after 12 weeks of treatment, they saw a significant improvement in lines and wrinkles, pigmentation, firmness, elasticity, and overall reduction in photo damage. They also saw that it evened skin tone, which you can see in this 2022 review. They also found that it's more gentle on sensitive skin. This was a 2022 study that had less irritation, peeling, and burning. And then there's an organization called EWG, and they sort of rate the safeness and they review the research on different products. They saw that Bakuchiol has a 1 score, which is considered one of the safest scores that you can get, so a low hazard. And then you can see they reviewed retinol, where they found it as a score of 9, which means a fairly high hazard and has shown some restrictions for reproductive organs, toxicity, things like that. And then they also found that in a 2022 review that Bakuchiol is anti-inflammatory and antibacterial, so it can help also sometimes with acne. We might want to look at what the anecdotal evidence is. So like what are the actual results that people have been seeing, like pictures and images and things like that. So I've included some of those from a variety of different sources, so you can sort of see how it affects the skin for, fine lines and hyperpigmentation, and for some even from acne. And then the other thing that we should consider is that there's different types of Bakuchiol in the way that it's processed and derived. So there's underived Bakuchiol, or chemical-free Bakuchiol. It's Bakuchi oil, so it's just cold pressed. And typically with this type of serum, the higher percent of the Bakuchiol in the Bakuchi, the more thick and sticky the oil. So this is an example. This is our product. This is our Bakuchiol serum, which is a cold pressed, free of solvents, any chemicals or anything like that. And some people like this because there's no solvents used, and it's fairly inexpensive and compared to the other Bakuchiol. Like there is a negative because there's Bakuchi present and other compounds present. It means that when you use this product, it's going to make your skin more sensitive to the sun. So you have to use sunscreen when you use this product. Our Bakuchiol serum, it's about a 9 to 10% Bakuchiol concentration. It's very thick, but it absorbs well. So you would only use like a couple drops is all that's needed. But yeah, that's that one. And then the next type is a naturally extracted one. So this is pure Bakuchiol, and there's no solvent residue. It's very, very, very expensive, but the upside of this one is it's a clean product. It won't make your skin more sensitive to the sun, and it's typically red in color. It's fairly still sticky and sort of thick, but I wouldn't describe it as oily. I would say it absorbs pretty well. And then the next type of Bakuchiol you might find would be a synthetically extracted, or they use a solvent to extract the Bakuchiol. Some examples here of what it looks like. It's clear because it's been chemically extracted. And one thing that, some people don't like about the clear Bakuchiol is it doesn't seem to work quite as well because it's highly processed. And the other thing that some people consider a drawback is that they have to use solvents. So there is a solvent residue. So this isn't, I would say, clean a product. So you'll see some of these products, sometimes they don't label them, but you'll see a Prop 65 warning because the solvent's used in the extraction process. Somehow that doesn't seem to make it onto the retail products, but when you go to buy it wholesale, you'll always see the Prop 65. Then the other thing to be concerned about is there has been reports of false Bakuchiol products on the market, meaning that they were tested and then lab reports came back and found that there was actually no Bakuchiol present in their products. So here is a report that was listed about that. Commonly asked questions. So how often can you use Bakuchiol? It's generally recommended 2 to 3 times a week, and generally for seeing results, most of the studies are around 8 to 12 weeks. But some people anecdotally report that they actually see a difference in their skin in the first week, like they feel a difference. I'll put all the source material in the comments as well so you can see how this video is sourced for its information. I hope you're well and take care.